We're gonna try this again. Hello everybody, how's it going? So right after I went live, I saw that there was a call for soul integrity readings. So I wanted to do a quick little pick a pile, just to see what we need to be able to stay in our soul's integrity right now. So we're gonna do 5 different piles, and just kind of just do a quick little reading to see what's going on, what we can do to honor our soul's integrity. So we will do pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, pile 5. So you get to make the choice. So welcome if you're coming into the live. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Corey. I'm from Founders of Light, and I'm here to share with you some soul gifts and some soul honor and some deep respect. So I want to thank you for coming into this sovereign space, to coming into this neutral zone, and awakening your own soul gifts and what you need for your own soul's integrity. So for pile number 1, we will start at 105 for pile number 1, just to kind of see what needs to come forward in regards to our own soul's integrity, our soul archive, what we need moving forward. So I welcome you all here, welcome you all back. Let's just go ahead and do a little bit of a reading for pile number 1. What does pile number 1 need for their soul's integrity, to stay in their honor, to stay in their light, to stay in their love? Let's see. So I just got a flash of the 2 of Cups. So we are seeing making sure things are staying reciprocal and balanced in your connections, especially in regards to your own knowing, into your own connection with your higher self, making sure that you're connecting with others in that higher light quotient, the higher light column, and that you're also keeping the truth reciprocal. There's a sharing of truths that's coming through. And so there's something about balancing in your own connection of where you are harmonizing with people that honor your truth, that honor your truth. Okay? So let's just go ahead and see. Welcome in, welcome all if you're here. I don't even know if YouTube is streaming this. I did one of these lives earlier, and it didn't show up. And there was some weird internet connection stuff, and then it was just like deleted from my channel. So we'll see. So let's just see what's going on with soul integrity. Soul integrity. 1, 2. What's going on with our soul's integrity? Do 2 more shuffles, and then we'll see. So pile number 1. Pile number 1. What do we need for? What does pile number 1 need to honor their soul's integrity and their soul light? All right, so we're looking at magic, going within and shining our light and sharing our light and hope. Okay, so for your soul's integrity, there's something about traveling out in nature. So for pile number 1, we're looking at the ability to be able to travel out into nature, to be able to meditate out in nature. You know, for you, it's also the journey. It's like the journey back to your light, the journey back to your knowing is very important for your own soul's integrity. So for some of you, it might be having to get out in nature more, having to get out and go for trips or travel. Really important for you is going to be about traveling. The moon focus too, it's your own gifts and abilities, it's your own divinity. That's really important for your soul's integrity, for your soul's gifts, honoring your magic, honoring your divination, honoring your truth, honoring your clarity. So there's something that's activated within you when you go to Gaia. So for some of you, this might be you know, communicating with trees, communicating with animals is going to be very, very important. There is something with the moon too for you. So this might be full moon ceremonies, full moon celebration, celebrating the new moon. It's going to be very important, especially with the Hermit card. We're seeing a highlight of magic. So we're talking to a wizard. We're talking to a wizard, but it's elementally focused, right? So there is that having to be out in nature, having to journey and travel with nature, whether this is a far travel or it's a nearby travel, going to like a nature reserve or going to a sacred site is going to be really important, but also the connection with the moon. So you do have a lunar focus, you have a feminine focus. Some of you, there might be a connection to a lunar goddess that is very important for you, and with that elemental connection stabilizing that. Yeah, and it's really about knowing your worth and your value in regards to these connections as well with the 9 of Cups. So it's really about So this to me is phases of moon cycle, actually. So you know, a big important thing to keep your soul's integrity is honoring the lunar cycles, and it's going to be about your journey and connection with nature. So I feel like I'm speaking to someone who's into elemental magic. It's going to be very important for your soul light, for your soul gifts, for your soul's remembrance, and it's going to be very important for you to stay and remain connected. So, you know, some of this journey might feel alone for you, but there is a connection to the animal kingdom. There's a connection to the moon. There's a connection to nature that's really important for you. And with the Hermit card here, we are looking at too that there is that being your own beacon of light, being your own beacon of hope, being your own beacon of clarity is really important for you, as far as how you are moving forward in your own life, how you're moving in your journey, and meditating a lot out in nature is going to be really important for your soul's integrity. I feel like it's a place where you're going to find your truth and where things are going to be revealed to you. So there's something in the momentum of you going out into nature and traveling out in nature that's going to be really important as a highlighted focus. And it seems like as you are celebrating nature, as you're celebrating the Gaian realms, as you're celebrating the moon, you're also celebrating yourself. And as a result, you see that connection point, you see that reflection of those ceremonies and what they mean for you. And as a result, you find a lot of self-worth and self-value in that. So a big part of your soul integrity pile 1 is going to be about your journey, your connection, your stabilization, your meditation with nature, honoring your lunar cycles. But also too is very important is trusting your magic, trusting your magic, trusting your magic, however you choose to perceive that. So this is someone who's very elementally focused. Someone that might be feeling a little bit alone, a little bit deserted, a little bit isolated. Either way, you find a lot of self-worth and self-value in those connections. And so I invite you to keep stabilizing those connections and to keep going out into nature and to keep traveling, right? Whether it's you're a grid worker, whether you go to sacred sites, whether you go to, you know, reservations, nature ceremonies are important for you. They're very, very, very important for you. Any final messages coming through for pile number 1? Any final connection? Any final messages for pile number 1? Yeah. Yeah, working with the homeless. I also see someone working with the homeless, working with children, working with orphanages. So there is a connection to children, and really providing justice for those that have been isolated or abandoned. So whether you want to do humanitarian efforts with the homeless, or you want to work with orphans, or you want to work with kids, it's really important. There's something that you want to bring balance to. And as a result, I feel like your Gaian focus, your connection with magic, and then weaving that into a humanitarian effort is going to be very important to you, especially with the justice system here. It's going to be very important. So there might be a focus on you working, doing what you can to help with food for kids, humanitarian projects that are important for orphanages, working with the homeless, working with shelters. This could be animal shelters too. This doesn't have to be humans as well, but there is a focus on helping those that feel separated or feel left out, bringing them into wholeness, bringing them into love, and how you're bringing that connection forward is going to be very important for you, for your soul's integrity, for your soul's gift. I feel like you have a way of bringing balance to people's lives and helping to feel a part of and supported. So as a result, it's going to be very important for you as you're honoring your light, as you're honoring yourself moving forward, that you are doing this, okay? So pile number 1, that's what you need for your soul's integrity, for your soul's integrity, for your soul's gifts. So thank you guys, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're in here, welcome, 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 welcome. Love you guys. Thank you for showing up, for being here. Pile number 2, we're gonna go 909 for pile number 2. 909, soul integrity. What does pile number 2 need for their soul integrity? I want to thank you guys for your like, share, and subscribes. So for soul integrity, what does pile number 2 need for their soul's integrity? So they're not compromising, you know, and a lot of that is really knowing who you are at a soul level, so you don't have to allow the human fears to get in the way and to block you up. Hey Mel, how you doing, sweetie? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see your face too. You got the day off work today, I think. So yeah, we're clearing the skies today. The angels have been showing up to help in that, so it's nice. It's Good. Good. All right, so pile number 2. What do we need for our soul's integrity? What do we need for our soul's integrity? All right, yeah, awakening into a higher learning. So for some of you, it's going to be in regards to learning, whether this is in the esoterics, whether it's a college education. It's going to be really important. It's going to be really important for you. I feels like it's an expansion of knowledge is going to be really help. So, and celebrating your journey, celebrating with others. It almost seems like it's co-creative or collaborative in what you learn. Sharing that with other people or group learning exercises is really important. Thank you, Zena, so much for the donation. I appreciate you. Much love and blessings to you. Thank you for the support, sweetie. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into what do you need for your soul integrity. Magic, creation, co-creating, but also learning with other people. So this might be group learning. This might be sacred ceremony. You might be doing oracle work or joining a community to learn. Very much so going to be a focus. Very much so going to be a focus. Alrighty. Pile number 2. What do we need to know to keep your soul's integrity going? Let's see. Soul's integrity. What's going on here? Ooh. Queen of Pentacles. Nurture is a very important thing for you guys. So it's going to be about nurturing yourself, really taking that time to nurture your body, to nurture your soul, to take care of yourself. This also might be your very nurturing soul. So taking care of others. This could be a caregiver, actually. Very much so could be in the caregiving role, and it's really important for you. Caregiving is going to be a very important theme here. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, gifting nurture to other people, right? You have a gift of nurture. You have a gift of caring. You have a gift of being able to take care of other people. You have the gift of being able to take this nurture and to turn it into something tangible and physical that you can give other people. So you might be a baker. You might be someone that takes what you do and you invest your time and energy in something, whether it's like wire wrapping or it's crystals. It's like there's something that your nature and nurturing quality is really important, and you embed that in what you do and you give that to other people, and people as a result feel it. People as a result feel it. You know, underlying theme here, Hierophant, right? So you might be a counselor. You might be a priest or like a high priestess, or you might have like a little bit of that traditional tone or that spiritual knowing. So you might be a spiritual counselor, but there is something about your nature and nurture quality and how you provide that to other people. That's going to be very, very, very important. So nurture as a quality component for your soul's integrity. Yeah, the star. It's your raw, vulnerable expression, right? So it's you knowing that you have the gift of healing within you, within your sense of nurture, and how you share that with other people. This too could be also sharing this with the land, right? As above, so below. As you water the waters of the divine, you're also watering the earth. So you might be a grid worker. Once again, back to that kind of that grid focus. There is something about your raw vulnerability and the essence of you in your naked truth that provides a lot of clarity for people. And so it seems like as you are embedding your nature and nurture into the world, into everything you do, that shares the essence of healing, right? Shares the essence of healing. We are looking at someone that is a high priest. So for you, you might have a certain way of your own spiritual essence, of your truth and of your knowing, and as you embed that nurturing quality into others, that is going to shift perspectives for people, and it's going to gift healing as well. You also have the gift of a lot of emotional love, right? Your gift to the world is that you take this and you share it in a multidimensional expression and in a multidimensional way that provides comfort and support and healing and love. We are looking at the most loving mother here. So with this, you might actually have a lot of divine mother tones in you. You might actually be a mom yourself. Either way, your gift is that you have an ability to be able to take this nurturing quality, to give it to other people, and then to do something different with it as well. So the thing is as you give this to other people, people take this gift into their own hands and they share it in their own multidimensional expression. So you're almost taking the seed of your own nurture, the seed of your own nature, you're giving it to other people, and then as a result, they take it and they do something with it. So, you know, it's interesting. You might actually be a creator who creates something and gives it to the world, and then people keep passing it down. This is almost got a little bit of a lineage holder, right? So you might be someone who takes the key codes from your own lineages and hands it down generation to generation, right? So it might be the seed of a creation of the old and ancient style of creation that's coming through, and you share this gift, but people take this gift and they keep passing it forward, and it keeps sharing this multidimensional expression. It's really beautiful. This is actually really, really, really cool. Whatever it is you do, you take your light and you invest it into your creation. So whether this is cooking, whether it's a crystal creation, wire wrapping, poetry, art, you're taking the essence of nurture and you're sharing that with the world. And as a result, that's providing some sort of emotional stability for others. And it feels like you're handing this off to generations. Like, people take this resource and they keep giving it away. I love how the tractor goes by. So either way, keep embedding your magic, keep embedding your nurture, and know that you are in that quality of the high priest, right? So the Hierophant is the counterpart to the high priestess. And so as a result, you're bringing a lot of change to the world, and it's by you taking your seeds and passing it down. So very free will, loving and giving, and very abundant in that as well. So it's going to be very, very important for you to keep passing on your gifts, and to keep embedding your soul essence, to keep embedding your star codes, to keep embedding your love and your nurture in all that you do in your creations. Okay? Thank you guys for pile number 2. That was for pile number 2. The Okuruku. So pile number 3. Pile number 3. We're going to look at, let's see, 1633 for pile number 3. So soul integrity. What does pile number 3 need for their soul integrity? Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. Yeah, I went live and then I went off and I heard soul integrity readings. And I was like, you know, that's a really good idea. Then we'll get back to stabilizing the crowds. We're going to do some soul integrity readings. Soul integrity readings. So I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. Thank you for the donations as well. Foundersoflight.org if you want to book a session. PayPal.me/foundersoflight if you want to donate. Links will be in the description box once we're done with this, and timestamps will be available in the comment box. So I always pin the comments, right? So if you go to the top of the comments, you will see the timestamp. Okay, so pile number 3. Pile number 3. What do we need to know for the soul integrity of pile number 3? You want to make sure you're not compromising at a soul level. So what we're doing is we're finding what your soul gifts are and how you express that in your day-to-day life, and what's going to be really important for you to stay in your soul's integrity. Okay? Soul integrity. Okay. So let's see what the cloud cover is. Self-worth and self-value. Some of you might be a shaman and you've gone through a lot of initiations. So I want to state that your process of initiating, you might be a key code keeper. You might be someone who initiates shamanic practices or sets people through initiations. Your initiations in your work is very important for your soul's integrity and your soul's gifts. Yeah, so Ace of Cups, right? Sharing your soul gifts, sharing the essence of you, sharing your gifts, however that wants to choose to be expressed. Oh, it's the gift of your inner child. It's the gift of the love of the child. It's the gift of the soul family. So for you, you have a family component. A part of your soul integrity is going to be connecting to family, connecting to soul tribe, and how you share your soul gift with the world and ignite their soul gifts as well. There's a lot of love here. So it feels like it's almost like it's got to do with your love, but it's how you bring the soul tribe together, how you bring the soul family together, and how you initiate the awakening of soul tribe within everyone that you encounter. Ooh, you are a phoenix, right? So this might be dragon family. I want to state, some of you, this could be that you are a messenger of dragons. You awaken the dragons. You work with that phoenix energy. You work with that phoenix code. You are the destruction. You are the creation. And so as a result, that's a part of your soul gifts, but how you share that with love with the family, right? so it's not destructive, it's very loving, but it's that you honor death and rebirth cycles, and you're aware of your component of being able to disrupt systems, right? So a part of your soul's light and soul's integrity that you are a disruptor, that you show up in an environment, you share your truth, and it deconstructs people's realities and rebuilds them. So for some of you, you might be a builder, you might be a programmer, right? Either way, it's a part of your soul gifts of sharing that love of the divine child, and how that creates unity, and how it also creates shifts in people's realities. So you are a catalyst, and a part of your gift of awakening is sharing your soul gifts with the world, sharing the essence of love with your soul family, and allowing yourself to almost be a realigner, right? So it's almost like you're a blender, you know, or a salad spinner, right? And you show up, someone comes into your field and they get spit out the other end, right? You're a vortex, essentially. It's a part of your self-worth and self-value, right? You help people to make decisions, right? You help people to embody a level of mastery of being able to take their power back and to be able to make their own decision. So there is a place of empowerment for you to be able to give people the opportunity to create their own reality and to make their own choices. So you are someone who propagates freedom. It's important for you. Your soul gift, your soul essence of the soul family and your connection is making sure that you purify and you give them the opportunity to stand in their sovereign right to create their own choice. And that's really cool. It's a really neat initiation. Yeah, you're also very much so a big part of your soul's integrity is uniting with other people and celebrating, right? Celebrating who you are. So yeah, for some of you, you might be a gatekeeper, you might be a portal, you might be a vortex, but either way, you really love celebrating and honoring who you are. This does have a little bit of a dragon family component. So you might be a dragon worker, you might work with dragons a lot. Either way, you're helping to bring balance to something in life, and you recognize that a big part of your journey is you are bringing balance. As a way shower, you're uniting, you're bringing in neutrality, you're bringing a balance to polarities, but you're gifting people the opportunity to stand in their self-worth and self-value and to make those decisions from a deep intrinsic level. So it's going to be really important for you to stand up for your beliefs. It's going to be important for you to honor your soul light, to honor your soul inheritance, to honor your soul gifts, to share that love with family, to share that love with other people, to share that with tribe, but also to recognize that you empower yourself and others to have free will and to make choice, right? To make choice. And as a result, this initiates a new level of self-love and self-worth in people. Right, so you might be a little bit in that Kali Ma energy or a little bit of that destructive energy, but it's because what you're doing is you're helping people to obtain a higher knowing of who they are at a deep level. You're helping them to secure their foundations as love, right? So this journey might feel a little bit lonely for you, but people matter here. We've got the children, we've got the celebration. People are a part of your journey. So if you're feeling isolated or alone, I want to state, guys, that people are an important part of your journey. So including others in who you are, including others in your gifts, including others in your remembrance, sharing your remembrance with others is really important at a really deep intrinsic value and at an etheric value as well, okay? So for pile number 3, losing steam on the battery. So thank you guys for being here, for sharing your soul light with the world and being here during these soul integrity readings. We're just going to reset the deck. Alrighty. How's everyone feeling right now? We having a good morning so far? Alrighty. So for pile number 4, we're at, where are we at time-wise? 2340. 2340. So 2340 for pile number 4. Soul integrity. What do you need for your soul's integrity? Oh, you're an alchemist. Okay, so I want to say you're an alchemist of love. Temperance and Temperance and Knight of Cups. You are the alchemy of love. You are the creation of love and the magic of love, already showing up on the split. So a part of this is that you work with the heart frequency. You work with the love tone to sound the signal of dissolving all fear and all judgment, right? So a part of this is you dissolve belief systems with the heart, which is cool. You're a Care Bear. You're a Care Bear, which is good. So soul integrity, soul gifts for pile number 4. What messages want to come forward that's going to help you to honor your soul's integrity and your soul's gifts and your soul's light so you don't compromise, right? What is the intrinsic quality and the intrinsic component? Some of you are a little bit, some of you have a difficult time with the mind, right? Perception, judgment, your mind, you got a very powerful mind, and you're learning how to tune in and to work with the mental, to work with the mind, to work with the focus of those things, and to not let the mind rule you, right? We don't want the mind to separate us. We want the mind to unify us. So you are working with the mind a lot. You're working with the mind a lot. All right, soul integrity. What messages want to come forward for your soul integrity? Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing the cards. Go out in nature. Gotta go out in nature. Some of you might work with runes too. So some of you might be readers and you work with runes, or you work with a lot of the Nordic components. I've been seeing the Hangman a lot, so there is a connection to the Nords, connection to Odin. That seems to be really important. So you might be doing rune work, divination. Might be working with ancient Nordic magic. One, two, oh gosh. 2, 3, 4. All right. Communication. So for you, you're a communicator. For pile number 4, you are a communicator. Communication, speaking your truth, speaking your clarity. This might be working online, on social media. Either way, communication is a focus for you. Ooh, the Lover's card. The Lover's card, 2 of Swords. Okay, so you're helping people to open up to a new, a big part of you. For some of you, is you might be like you might be a twin flame reader. You want to awaken people to the twin flame story. Either way, you're helping to shift the perception of love, and to make sure that as people are making the decisions in their life, that they are coming from a place of love. So we were talking about the love alchemist. You might have a focus on love. This might be that you're good with romance, you're good with helping couples, you're good with helping relationships. Either way, we're looking at the communication of love and helping people to shift their perspective on love and to be able to see things through the eyes of love. So you are an unveiler. What you do is you help to dissolve the veils of illusion to find love in everything that you're doing. So you're a love worker. You're a love worker. Oh my gosh, Knight of Cups. Of course, here we are. So there you are. You are a love worker. You're a love worker. You work with love magic. Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands. So this might be in romantic relationships, romantic partnerships. Either way, you work with the energy of love, and you help in communicating that and to be able to open up people's eyes to what it is to be the magic of love, to be courageous in love, to be brave in love, and to stand as love. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Okay. So now we're looking back again at that, like really finding the abundance of love, the abundance of nature, and how we ground and share that love here on planet Earth, right? So you are in this really kind of grounded, practical sense, sharing how within the form, within the body, you're sharing love with the world and how you're communicating that and translating that. For some of you, coming into union is really important, right? The balancing of the masculine and feminine, the integration, the embodiment of all versions of you, making sure that you are seeing things clearly and that you're helping people to see through the eyes of love is really important. You see the abundance of love, and it's really important to share that, This seems to be a very simple reading. Like for you, for your soul's integrity, it's about coming into union with yourself. It's about making sure that you're keeping your heart light open is going to be really important. So what can you do to continue to expand your heart light? That's going to be a question here. Is the focus for you is what can you do day to day to keep expanding, to keep refining, retuning, and repairing your love? Because it's something that you share with the world. It's something that you share with others. It's something that you are sharing. Maybe for some people, you're sharing this with the divine feminines. Some of you might be focused on divine feminine love and self-love with the feminine. And as a result, how that grounds into the practical knowing of you and how you share that with the world. We're looking at practical magic. We're looking at grounded magic. We're looking at the ability of being able to take this love, to share it with the world, and to turn it into something. You're taking this love and you're able to turn it into something tangible. So it's not just like got its esoteric qualities and esoteric components. It's about grounding and stabilizing that into the form and then turning it into something that is materially focused. So this is a part of that love alchemy, is you are bringing in these etheric energies and then you're grounding it into your purpose and you're sharing it with deep sacred respect and deep sacred honor. So as long as you keep inviting in that love, right, the acceleration of love, sharing that heart light, and then how you can tangibly share that with the world and turn that into something is important. But it's really important for the communication of this, right? So you might be like a social media entrepreneur, you might be someone like myself that makes YouTube videos, or you go on social media and share this. But for you, it's really about how you are connecting and communicating love to one another, and so some of you might have like an email list, right? That's like, or this could be something as an idea, a download project for you, is creating an email list where you're sharing messages of love, whether it be poetry, whether it be on Instagram. This is someone that's helping to dissolve the veils of really finding out what the most loving thing is to share with people, to help them to shift out of their density. Because the thing is divine innocence and divine love helps to be such a palpable frequency that it will shift out all fear, all judgment, all ridicule, all deception, all shame, all guilt, all fear from all constructs across all time and space. So the more that you are working with that unified love of the heart, and you are sharing that with the world in all of your projects and all that you do and in all of your endeavors, you're going to gift the opportunity to shift out a lot of narratives. A lot of narratives. It's really important. It's really important for you to just focus on love, focus on the unified field of the heart, and how you are sharing that with the world. So pile number 4, you're a love alchemist. And it's really, really, really cool that you're able to share that with the world. So thank you, guys. Thank you, pile number 4, for being here, for being a part of this journey, and for sharing your heart light. We need more soul warriors and soul people that are sharing that. But this doesn't feel like a warrior. It feels like you are a poetic warrior. So you might be someone who creates lyrics, creates songs, whatever. It's about how you are communicating that to the world and sharing your heart light. Very simple. Very simple. All right, pile number 5. Let's see, 3141. All right, we're on pile number 5. Soul integrity for pile number 5. So let's see. What is your soul integrity? Right? What do you need to do to keep that soul light on? Pile number 5. Pile number 5. Pile number 5. What do you need to keep your soul light on? To stay in your soul integrity, to make sure you're not compromising. What do you need? What do you need? I just have to say, pile number 5, I think you are an observer. I think an important part is observing nature. I'm staring at the mountains right now, and there's something of the mountains kind of calling me in. So for pile number 5, you might be someone who gets called to scenery and envisions yourself as Gaia, as the mountains. It's like you can gift yourself the opportunity to find perspective in your own life through nature. It's like pile number 1, kind of. But it's got this component of remembrance of your own alignment to Gaia and to the mountain ranges. So for some of you, you might need to spend a lot of time in mountains. I have to say, I feel like we're working right now that you're a spiritual warrior. Whoever this is, the Queen of Swords keeps coming up. I feel like you're a spiritual warrior, and you're learning what it is to be a spiritual warrior and to stand in your truth. But it's a warrior of love. You're a warrior of love, and so you might be a protector, you might be a guardian, you might help take care of kids. You're very much so ushering in the Aquarian age, and what it is to be in that freedom, and a little bit of that rebel, right? There is that edge of being a rebel, but there is this nature quality that's involved in it. You might be a spiritual warrior. So we're looking at someone who's a spiritual warrior here, and it's an important part of your process. A defender of truth, a defender of sovereignty, very much so important here. Some of you do have some of you are a part of a priesthood. So whether this is a Christ priesthood or a Sophia priesthood or a mystery school priesthood, you are a part of a priesthood, and it's very important for you. 1, 2, You might be a miracle worker. You might be a miracle worker. You might hold a special gift within your DNA that gives people the opportunity of being a miracle worker. Some of you got to make peace with that. You are a high priest, and that might, you work with divination, which is cool. All right. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Queen of Cups. There we go. Multidimensionality. So you might be a multidimensional creator. A part of you is going to be the essence of divine love. The energy of mother love. Either way, you might be very galactic focused, very multidimensionally driven. So your focus for you is your multidimensional expression and how that chooses to show up in every now moment. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, so I almost want to say that we're kind of looking at, this is really interesting. Okay. Three of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Death. Some of you work with multidimensional finances, quantum banking, which is really interesting. I feel like you are someone who works with others to achieve abundance, to achieve stability in their own lives, and you help to transform their homes. So a part of your soul's integrity, you might be a house flipper, which is interesting. You might be someone who comes in and redecorates homes. You might help people to transform their home life. With this, it's almost got a little bit of an energy of a counselor. Like I was hearing healthcare worker, right? Like, and it's interesting. I don't see any healthcare stuff here, but it's got that energy of like helping people to find a home, helping people to restructure their home life, helping people to revamp their own homes or how to take care of their own homes. You help people with money. You help people learn about money and finances. You might be helping with marketing strategies. Either way, you're helping to shift people's perspective on what home means for them and what their home and family life resembles, but from a place that requires a lot of really, it's from a very heart-spaced place, but it's also from the multidimensional expression, which is interesting. I don't know how that really ties in, but it's going to be really in part of your soul's integrity to make sure that as you are collaborating with other people, that you're helping them to feel safe, secure, and abundant in who they are. With all of this energy, it's like you are the kind of worker that's going to help people to maybe refinance their home or buy a new home or to sell their home or to shift their views on home. You might help people find property, help people find land. Either way, really cool. It is, your focus here is on helping people to find homes, with the Queen of Wands, I feel like you might work with abundance. This does have an energy. I was stating the miracle worker earlier, is you see something really important in finding a beautiful foundation and being able to transform your own foundations. So with this, there is a connection here because we do have the King of Pentacles and Queen of Wands again. There was just a reading that had these two cards as well. Was it the last reading? You might want to watch pile number 4, guys. Pile number 5, you might want to watch pile number 4 because it might seem like there's a theme or a thread that is going to connect these two versions. But your focus, a part of your soul integrity is going to be about collaboration. Collaborating, for some of you, collaborating with other men. So you might be a masculine who wants to work with other men to awaken this consciousness, but you do have a lot of feminine essence and a lot of feminine light. You're helping people to transform their view of home, their internal home, right? So whether this is also to like an actual family home, it's an actual physical building, or for you, it's about feeling at home in the body or transforming your own view at home, it's very important for you. There is some sort of courage that comes through for this. There's some sort of fire and passion that gets ignited. There is like an earth guardian component here. So for some of you, this might be you help to get people into homes that are in safe places on the grids. You've been working with grid working long enough to where you help people find property on sacred sites and sacred land. That's going to be a highlighted focus for you. Very interesting. Very interesting. It's almost like you have the ability and access point of resources to find people homes that are also very sacred and secure in their energetic foundations. Like, it's very, I've never seen this before, and it's a really cool idea. So this is a download for someone. This is a download for someone. Take it and run with it. But like, you have the ability to be able to find homes in sacred places to give people the opportunity to have like a secure energetic foundation wherever they're at. So like, you know, places like, you know, Sedona, for instance, or Mount Shasta, or Hawaii, you might be a realtor. But as a result, you have this multidimensional component of being able to find people places to stay that give them access to their multidimensionality and to the multidimensional gifts. It's almost like you in some way have created a way to be able to help people shift into homes that are energetically supporting them. There is a focus on home here, right? And so I feel like there is a passion for you for home. So you might be a you know, a home remodeler, a home decorator as well. A lot of that focus on being able to transform homes. You might flip houses. So for some of you, it might be in the real estate industry, flipping houses. Either way, it's really cool because this is a really important resource that you want to stabilize and ground in, and it's going to be an important part of your soul integrity to focus on that. You might have the eyes on the financial system. You might have the eyes on you might have the eyes on the financial system. You might be watching the stock markets, right? You might be watching these things, but from a place of like multidimensionality. It's not from a place of old. This is from a place of newness. It's really cool. I feel like I'm speaking to a really cool light worker. I wonder who this is because I definitely want to meet you, because the way that you're handling all of this is not in a place of old. It's in a place of newness because there's an embodiment of magic. There's a nurturing component to it. There's an emotional version of this, but it's also very grounded and stable and practical. So for some of you, you might be an advisor to be able to create some sort of business plan too, but from a place that is honoring the intuition. It's honoring your emotions. It's not mind focused, it's actually soul focused. So you are in the process of either creating projects, or it's going to be important for you to work with projects that are focused on the home life from a place of multidimensionality. You know, I was hearing too, right when I saw this healthcare worker, I'm not seeing anything of health here necessarily, but for you, it might be some sort of, you know, like working in the behavioral health field. It might be working with, once again, you know, homelessness, orphanages, either, you know, things of that nature. But you're bringing magic into it, which is really cool because it's like this is a resource that we need. Is having more of like the Sophia workers, you know, in the behavioral healthcare system, or, you know, landowners that have, you know, the access to multidimensionality and know about vortexes, and are helping people to find these secure and safe places to live, who are going through their expansion, that are going through their awakening. For some of you, you might actually own a retreat center, because this is also really tying into those like retreat centers and those homes to give people the opportunity to transform, to feel safe in their transformation, to feel abundant, safe, and secure and loved, and to fully embody who they are within their magic. So it's going to be a very important focus. Once again, very multidimensional though. So you might be a multidimensional homemaker, which is pretty cool. Really cool. Whoever that is, I want to talk to you, because I would like to be able to find a multidimensional home like that. That is awesome. So yeah, I know, right? I've never seen that before. That was a really cool, like, pile 5 was by far one of my favorites. So really awesome. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. We are all done here. We're all done here. So thank you for being a part of this sacred ceremony, for being a witness of this celebration, and for being a witness of this pick-a-pile. So we're going to step offline now, get back to the grids, get back to the solar gates, and keep our heart warm, keep our heart light on, and just keep stabilizing as we're moving through these shifts and moving through these passageways, and we're moving through these transitions. So I love you all. I honor you. I respect you. I bless you. May you find hope, courage, strength, renewal, love, and freedom within your hearts today. Through the grids, through the airwaves, through the love. And with that, I will see you in another moment of the now. Hi, Julie. I just saw Julie hop in. Hi, Julie. Yes, I'm live again. Love you guys. See y'all soon.